Hey YouTube, POD7 here once again with a quick little video. It says it's 25 minutes long, but I promise the quickie part is that this is the only one there will be for this game anyway, probably. Pay no attention to my Xbox Live connection password, like it would be so hard to guess. um, oh yeah, I forgot I had problems connecting to the live servers that day when I recorded this, so this is recorded to a DVD, DVD R minus R, I believe, so that's why it's in full screen. um, I don't really have a solid way of recording straight to my computer, and I don't think my graphics card could handle it, even if I had something that would plug straight into my MacBook, so that's my skin. Joanna Dark from Perfect Dark Zero. This is just my creative world that I started. I couldn't remember if there was anything worth showing in this one. I had just barely got started, so well, actually, now that I think about it, um, I think this was a placeholder world for when creative was put into the game, because I haven't played it in several months, and the creative update just came out, so uh, so all that red carpet, all that red wool was dyed legit, and I just threw the map. So we'll go to the next world. I think this is the third world I made. I'm not sure. Yeah, Sprite Land, I think is what we're going to now. And this was definitely a creative endeavor, because I made it super flat, so it would make it easier to make all this stuff. I went all the way around the border, and I was going to blast all the dirt and stuff out all the way around. And as you can see, that's about as far as I got, so basically just placing TNT and then lighting one end, so that's about as far as I got. And these are reproductions of sprite art I did on the PC version of Minecraft. I just wanted to see how much faster it would be to do on Xbox. This one I actually haven't done on PC, the Batman one. I did another sprite of him, so that's why it looks different. And if you go back and look at my other Minecraft videos. But yeah, this one was pretty hard matching the colors. And I believe this is me showing to scale how big these are. So yeah, they're huge. I don't know what I'm trying to do now. Oh, I'm trying to squat jump. But yeah, it's Batman one was pretty hard. The Harley Quinn and Poison Ivy ones weren't actually all that hard. It was just figuring out what shade of green looked best here on Ivy's boobs, and figuring out what would look best for skin tone. Since Xbox 360 is default on fancy graphics, quote unquote, I had to put green wool behind the leaves to make them look darker. And as you can see there, I used brown wool for dark red. It looks a lot better when you're zoomed out, you know, so I guess I just used diamond blocks on the PC. I think I used ice blocks for her eyes there, Harley Quinn's eyes. This one was pretty new also. This is me trying to figure out how best to do full body sprites, and it didn't turn out quite like I wanted. All these sprites are from The Adventures of Batman and Robin for the Super Nintendo. There just aren't enough shades of black and gray for Catwoman, so that's why that one didn't turn out so well. You have to view it from quite a ways back for it to make sense. Yeah, now we'll just go back to the world I made to play with Pale Voyager and Super Thief and Gizzard. Trying to think of who else. Agent Fluffy. Shout out to him and Christina. Miss Malochi or Maloki? CH. CH can be very hard in English, so I guess I'm showing off my achievements first. I don't know why. I guess I got bored and then I was like, let's view this other world. So it's called hard mode because I started off on hard difficulty and it was gonna stay that way. But once I got like 4 or 5 guys playing at the same time, guys and gals, it didn't seem fair to adhere them to what I had set, so I set it back to easy. And then once creative came out, I started doing some more creative stuff on this world because I hadn't been playing with anybody else. So this is me trying to hide everything that I just built in this world by flying to the other side of the map. I really just stuck towards the bottom corner of the map because I wanted to make a really highly detailed. The goal was to make like a village in a video game. How there's always, the big spooky tower or the watchtower, and then there's the marketplace, the lodge or the inn, whatever you want to call it. So that's what this map was kind of all about. And I would say 95% of it was all legit built. The railroad from spawn to the village, the subway is legit, and it took like 3 hours, but the monorail is a little less legit because I went into creative mode and widened the track so I could put a covering on it so mobs wouldn't spawn on there. So you'll see that here in a second, but yeah, most of this is just completely unused. Oh, I was like, what am I doing? Yeah, creative mode is really weird on the Xbox. As soon as you select something, it just automatically takes your cursor down to your hotbar, and so like you can accidentally lose whatever you had there. That's me bouncing up and down. This is pretty much where spawn is. And that's the subway. It goes down there. But we're not going to go down there because it's pretty much just a really long hallway. That took 3 hours. Did I mention it took 3 hours? And I made the monorail to kind of make it look fancy, and so there's benches everywhere and places to look out over the land, and that's the rain cover. This one, I want this to be the rich person's rail kind of thing. And so here we go. All the wood on either side of the track was placed with creative, but everything else the track included was legit. So it took a while. As you can see there's a tower looming in the distance. That would be my diving board. And here's the station. The rich person station. It's pretty dark in here. I don't know why I didn't light it up more, but here I am finding out you can't pick up objects if you already have them on your hotbar. I haven't completely finished this yet because sometimes mobs will still find their way in from the track. Here's my eternal struggle with the buttons in Minecraft and iron doors. I built this bridge because I was sick of swimming, the 10 blocks of water or whatever to get to Fluffy's house. So this is Fluffy's. He's got soul sand everywhere. We put the portal at the edge of his bed. I guess we thought that would bother him. I don't remember. Um, it does make pretty annoying sounds, but oh, this is back when there was a glitch that made the chest look sideways, even though you could still access the space where they were. So, and to Fluffy's credit, a lot of that sand is hand placed down there, so he could have a beachfront property, I guess. So, all this street was legit. This wheat farm was legit. I was expecting the hunger and all that stuff to be kind of a problem eventually. And just using the normal piston water system, you get about a stack of wheat and a stack and a half of seeds, I think. So it's pretty nice. I've definitely got an overabundance because I haven't played with Hunger On since that came out in the update, so I haven't used any of it. But yeah, it just takes it all into that little ditch there, or trough, whatever you want to call it, and you just swim in there and pick it all up. Kind of a pain to replant everything, but as long as you crouch, and then when you're at the edge of a ledge or something, you just click the crouch stick. Just click it on, off and on really fast. You'll fall down to the next block, but you'll still be crouching, so you won't trample the tilled dirt. So, tilled dirt. I forgot what that's called. I guess American English and Scottish accents have a real problem with consonants back to back. So, like, Bruce Wayne's alter ego is Batman, but in America and apparently Scotland, yeah, see, it's hard to get into. um, and I messed up the redstone there because I'm an idiot. But the way we say it is Batman, and there's no in between bat and man. It's just Batman. Um, it also makes T sounds like a D sound. So if I wanted to say Alice had tea with the Mad Hatter, there's a D in Hatter. But yeah, that's probably really boring. I'm sorry I even brought that up, but it just fascinates me as someone who is a writer and a fan of language. So I just like learning little things like that. I think it's called glottal consonants. I'm not sure, something like that. It starts with a G for sure, but just a little fascinating thing I thought up of for this planting segment, I guess. I don't even know why I bothered to do this because hardly anybody plays Minecraft on Xbox anymore, so it was like everybody was really excited for the creative update, and then everybody played the day it came out, and then we all went back on with our lives. Went back to playing everything else. So, yes, it seems like sometimes you don't get enough seeds to replant this entire thing, and then sometimes you get way too much. So, I don't know if the spawn rates are different on Xbox, but usually on the PC it's like you get one shock of wheat and 2 seeds per square. So I don't know. So yep, we got enough that time. There's my excess of seeds. I have a chest for seeds and a chest for wheat. So. And it's midday, So this is my foundry. Just put a whole bunch of furnaces in there in case everybody needed to do some smelting at the same time. Have a faux water cooling system to keep it from overheating in there, even though you can't do that in Minecraft. That would be more like for FTB or TechEd or something, but here's the Super Thief's house, or what used to be his house. We turned it into a mausoleum. Just kind of a prank thing, and then we never played again, so... yeah, those diamond ores are obviously from Creative, but this is the mine shaft, completely legit. Haven't been down there in a while, but I've gone all the way to bedrock in 2 or 3 different shafts, so... And this was a completely natural hole that I dug through, and that's where a lot of my early materials and stuff were found, like iron and some of the gold stuff, like for getting a watch, or a clock, excuse me. So when I found that, I decided to settle here in this little lodge. This is actually my legitimate first house. It's the Lodge of the Dread Wolf. There were 2 or 3 dungeons that had sand caved in, and so that's where I got the mossy cobblestone from. This is the warehouse. As you can see, all the chests are glitched out. There's the garbage disposal. Not all of these chests are full. I just had stuff organized per chest, like stone stuff in one chest, sand in another, etc. Man, I have to take a drink. It's been pretty cold here lately. The wind chill was, I think, -6 the other day. And that was in the very early morning, but, oh, cow stuck out there on the ice. One of the other things that sucks is the update changed the direction of the sun. So my beachfront property here was supposed to be overlooking the sunset whenever it set, and now the sun goes the completely perpendicular way, and so it goes north-south, basically, or east-west, before it went north-south, so that kind of ruined things a little bit. They also expanded the biomes on my map somehow, and so this went from being kind of beachfront forest kind of biome to now everything is taiga, or winter biome, if you want to call it that. So ice just appears everywhere. Everywhere I put water, there's ice. That was going to be my beachfront cafe. The entirety of that... I guess I didn't go into the watchtower. Oh, there's a waterfall. Everything over on this part is legitimate. That walkway there, Christina worked on. This big tower, completely 100% hand harvested and placed. And that fencing around the midsection of the tower, that was before you could place fences on top of each other. So I had to go through and put, a line of wood blocks and then put fencing on top of it and then move the wood blocks down one and so on and so forth. So that took maybe 2 to 3 hours. It was a long time. I tried to speed it up and it never worked, but that was a water feature I placed there and it froze when the biomes changed a little bit. Here's kind of a lakeside cafe that I was going to make. Here's kind of a fishing dock, resting area kind of place. Made this super deep so you could jump off and float to the bottom, Just kind of a swimming hole kind of area. This entire pyramid thing was completely smelted and mined and everything by hand. There was no creative. And so was this little fountain that froze over. And this is Pale Voyager's Looking Glass Spyro Desire, no fatties. So we made we made this central spire here with obsidian blocks going up it to make it look more mystical. That was me trying to fly. Flying can be kind of fickle sometimes. But yeah, this huge glass dome, that was pretty much the last thing we did. um, yeah, you can see the whole town from up here. I don't think I went into the marketplace, but there's nothing in there, so don't worry about it. I think I think my past self just decided to go check out the diving board finally. Um, yeah, all this was placed by hand as well. But it's not like the craziest build ever, but I'm kind of proud of it, you know, especially that guard tower. That took so long. Free bacon for Scudworth. I don't remember what was in here originally, but obviously it's not here anymore, so. And there's the subway rail. I guess I decided to not go to the diving board and decided to take this instead. Most of the redstone tracks that were down here, I moved over to the monorail, and so any of them on this track now are all placed in creative. So had to cannibalize this track to pay for the rich man's track, which I thought was kind of made sense in a grander scheme of things. Yeah, it took like two and a half hours, I think, to go from spawn to the village. Just mining that whole 2x3 tunnel out. So, I guess we're getting close to the end here. I can't believe it. Yeah, Minecraft on Xbox. The controller is a lot more intuitive than you'd think, and the way they've done the menus and crafting is really nice. It's still inferior to Minecraft just because you can't customize anything on your own. You can't just make your own skin and import it, you know, and you can't get mods and stuff like that. So, but it's still kind of fun to play. I mean, it's when you play with friends, for sure, it's definitely a lot more fun. The limitation of the world gets kind of old, and that's when you start building crazy stuff most of the time. But yeah, I think I'm hoping the next update will like double the size of your map, but I highly doubt it. It's kind of weird seeing what Trials Evolution's been able to do with their DLC, where the building space is like quadrupled now, just from 2 DLC packs. But we can't get that in Minecraft for some reason, so I don't know. It's nice if you don't want to get on your computer, or if you're doing other stuff on your computer, like rendering a YouTube video, per se. So, yeah, it's alright. If anybody wants to add me, my Xbox gamer tag's on my channel page. My Steam ID is on my channel page. My Wii number is on my channel page if anybody wants to play Brawl or Mario Kart. Or The Last Story if you're one of the lucky few Americans to pick that up. Yeah, the achievements are pretty easy. I got all but maybe 4 of them the first day, and they haven't updated with the updates. They haven't released any new achievements, so I'm hoping they do some DLC so they can get more achievements, but I don't know. But yeah, you can see some of the other games I've been playing lately. Um, I guess that'll do it here for Minecraft 360. Hope you guys had a good holiday season. This will probably go up before Happy New Year, so Happy New Year. My next Minecraft video might do the same thing, so we'll see. I just recorded it today, so there'll be a new Minecraft hardcore out in a little bit. But yeah, this is POD7 signing out. We'll talk to you guys later. Bye.